Hi, I'm Chef Mia Gaines-Alt, and I'm cooking for you live today in the kitchen at Joe's Organic Farm on Molokai, Hawaii. Thank you for joining me today. This is for a pilot or for an audition for Everyday Simple on your network. Today we're going to prepare a pan-sauteed salmon with a cashew and rum cream sauce. We're going to have candied carrots, and instead of a starch, we're going to try to keep everything light because here on Molokai it is hot year-round. We're not going to do any starch today. We're actually going to have an organic salad that's made completely from organic vegetables that we picked here today on Joe's farm. Get Joe. And that's Joe. I picked this location because, first of all, it's where I work every day. I'm happy to be a part of something where I can have my hands in it from the ground up to get the food from the ground before it actually goes to the table. Everything here is fresh, and you know, the fresher the better. So let's get started. If we want to keep it simple, we'll make it quick. The first thing we're going to do is take our salmon steak. Get in as close as you need to. First, let me show. We're going to use real Hawaiian salt, local style. You can see the flakes are really big. It's hand harvested. It's not processed with any chemicals or anything like that. It's all natural. We're going to get our stove going. Start to heat our pan. Add about a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil and get that heating up. It's a good idea to swirl the oil around in the pan. When you're dealing with non-stick pans, it's super important that you don't heat the pan while it's dry. You need to make sure you have some sort of oil or something in there. I'm going to add just a touch more oil, not too much, because we're going to keep it light and keep it simple. This particular dish has about 1,000 calories, and that's with the cream and the sauce. We're going to season our salmon with a little Hawaiian salt. Hawaiian salt is lower in sodium than other salts, so it's a little healthier for you. Sprinkle a little cracked black pepper. Make sure my pan is good and hot here first. And this is live on the spot, no backup extra stuff. I didn't practice this first, I'm shooting from the hip. But that's what cooking is really all about. It's shooting from the hip. It's not rocket science. Anybody can do it. You know, you don't have to make it fancy. You don't have to make it complicated. You know, just keep it simple. Okay, I think my pan is hot enough to get started. I'm going to put these in seasoned side down first, and then we're going to season the other side. My pan's not quite as hot as I would like it, but it'll get there. Okay, we're going to start sauteing those. While we're waiting for those to saute, we're going to go ahead and get our carrots started. I got about 8 ounces of fresh baby carrots. Put them in our small sauce pot. Going to add about ½ cup of water. Going to drizzle it with about 2 tablespoons of honey. Couple tablespoons of sugar, just plain white granulated sugar. You can use brown sugar if you wish. About a ½ teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. I like to use the Madagascar because it has a little bit of a better flavor. And this is also organic vanilla extract. Okay, the pan is starting to sizzle, which is a good thing. That means our salmon is starting to cook. Go ahead and turn on the heat on our carrots and get our carrots going. Okay, I'm going to actually cover the pan on the carrots to get it going to a boil, sort of speed up our process just a little bit here. Okay, now on the salmon, these are salmon steaks, and they're about probably a couple of inches thick, so it's probably going to be about 4 minutes to 5 minutes on each side. Okay, it's getting to about where we want to flip them, so I'm going to go ahead and season this other side. A little salt and pepper. I'm also going to be having a little bit of help in the kitchen today. I brought my sous chef, Christian Visoria, and he's going to help us out when we get to making salad. Nice to have a helper in the kitchen. Okay, just let that go for a couple more minutes. I guess while we're waiting for that, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm 34 years old. I am originally from California. I moved to Molokai about a year or so ago to pursue my career. Having my own TV show has been my dream, my lifelong dream, my entire life. This is what I've worked for. I was a contestant in Top Chef Season 2 on the Bravo Network. I did pretty well considering. I've owned my own business. And my specialty is just homemade, down-home, home-style food. No fanfare, nothing fancy, just food that you actually want to eat. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and flip the salmon. Got a nice little bit of color. I'm going to raise my heat a little bit. You want to do this over a pretty high heat. And the best way to tell when the fish is done, especially with salmon, once it starts to get done, between the cracks of the meat, I guess I'll call them cracks because for lack of a better term right now, it'll start to juice, but the juice that's going to come out, it's not going to be clear, runny juice. And you can also tell by the way it feels when it's done enough. Okay, while that's sauteing, one of my real big specialties is making barbecue. I've been sort of dubbed the barbecuologist by a lot of people because it's hard to beat my barbecue when it really gets down to it. Before I moved to Molokai, I owned my own business with Feed the People in California, and we fed cowboys every day in and day out, meat and potatoes. Small town similar to Molokai. In Oakdale, where our business was, there were only about 10,000 people, 10,000 to 15,000 people in Oakdale. And so Molokai is really similar to that. Small community, everybody is very close. Which lends a lot of time to family meals, everybody cooking together. A really important part of my growing up as a kid was being able to cook in the kitchen with my grandparents and with my parents. I've been cooking probably since I was 5 or 6 years old. It wasn't my first choice for a career, but the career that I chose for myself was never really going to make me any money, so I figured at some point I needed to get a real job, and cooking just happened to be it since it was something that I loved to do and was actually really good at. I've been cooking professionally now for about 10 years. My experience is not only in just home-style food. I do have fine dining experience. I've worked for some of the best restaurants in California. Started from the ground up as a prep cook and worked my way up all the way through until I finally realized my dream of becoming an executive chef. Okay, we're getting really, really close on the salmon here. Let's go ahead and check our carrots. They haven't quite started to boil yet, so we'll give those a couple more minutes. Just give our pan a shake here and settle everything down in the pan. Okay, now what we're going to do with the salmon once we take it out, we are going to make a brandy and cashew cream sauce to go on this. This is one of my favorite dishes